Alright, let's see how this will go. There we have her. P-40E. Weird plane. Very strange plane. Reto, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I just gotta check my sound options here. Maybe I have to up it a little bit. There we go. Asher, how are you doing? And Said bro. Right, we're just gonna have a quick testing session here with the P-40. We're not gonna do any fancy kind of stuff. It's all going to be just simple, you know, taxiing, flying around a little bit, seeing what she can do. I already tested her a little bit, but I kind of want to give myself a correct impression of her, see how she fares up against pretty much everything. Oh, Asher, don't do that. Don't talk yourself into doing these things. Königssieger, how are you doing? Yeah, Asher, you're punishing yourself. That's true. Absolutely. I mean, if you like what you're doing, then go ahead. But they will fix the game one day, and the time they fix the game is when everybody leaves the game. When people finally have enough, when people make a stand, that's when they were starting to fix the game. But as long as people are paying the money, Asher, they won't do that. Anyway, P-40 here, guys. This has been added just a couple of days ago. In fact, it has been added yesterday to Battle of Moscow, Battle of Stalingrad. You won't see like the skins, there's no custom skins out as far as I know yet, and the official one, it's just the default one. However, there will be like maybe 10 more. Probably like the first one you unlock is like a white one, and then there's like a couple of special ones. Guns conversions, well, you all know what that is. Fuel, you all know what that is. Let's see the maximum fuel load. That's 550 liters. I believe that's accurate. My initial impression yesterday was that it's actually quite accurately modeled, to be honest. And then the unlocks for weapon modifications. You have, of course, in your P-40 you have 6 machine guns, but you can take 2 out of each wing. And you might think, what's the purpose of this? So first of all, it's going to lighten your aircraft. But as you can see, the ammo decreases drastically. You lose roughly 500 shot. However, if you take the additional ammo with you, then of course you're going to weigh your aircraft up a bit again, but you have 2,460 shots. If you take away the 4 machine guns, you have 6 machine guns, and you take the additional M2 ammunition, the difference is very slight. So I think actually my recommendation, as far as I can see right now, is actually taking 4 machine guns instead of 6, and taking the additional ammo. It's going to last you way longer. Only 6 machine guns, they're empty extremely quickly. Just let me tell you that. Then you of course have rockets, 4 of them, just 82s. Not really. They're not great. I can't see people really using these rockets. They're not good. And just your normal fab bombs that the Russians had, which I guess will do their job in a ground attack role, but it's not really going to be all that. You take one target, you take it out, and that's it essentially. But we're going to keep her in the stock configuration for now. Let's check here. Autopilot, yeah, let's keep that on in case. No, actually, I don't need the autopilot. I just need auto level sometimes. I want to check the chat. Wound up engine, yeah, fine. Everything else is off. Stuff that I don't want. Instrument panel. Actually, let's keep it for the testing session. Let's keep that on. Yeah, as long as the flight mode stuff is all to the highest realism, it's fine. Another model kit. What kind of model kit are you making? So you finished your Tiger 2, and Königssieger is making a Panther. Already made it. No, Reto is not that realistic. Actually, I read about a German pilot who said that they captured a couple of like Soviet ground crew, and one of those like the Soviet ground crew realized that the Germans didn't know how to prepare their aircraft or keep the aircraft in a steadily uh, preparedness over these winter months. They making these scramble starts, of course, without having a preheated engine is sometimes something that is not really something you want to do. So he actually like told them to put a small fire under the engine to keep the oil liquid and so on, and keep it from freezing in. And first, the pilots didn't really trust that guy because they were like, oh, if they make a small fire, then there's going to be smoke and the Soviets know where we are. But eventually they realized that the Soviets are doing the same thing. And they told themselves, oh, this guy actually, gave us a nice little tip there. It's weird, these stories sometimes. Anyway, let's start it up here. Alright, so the game is paused. Let's make sure the track IR is working properly here. It is. Alright, the first thing I did when I heard that the P-40 was coming soon is I read about like pilot documents. I read about the history of the plane again, just to make sure that I'm on top of things, because I kind of do that stuff. So ground handling of the P-40 is apparently quite, how should I say, quite a challenge. Yeah, visibility, of course, forward visibility is next to nil unless you kind of lean out here. But what I've heard that this is going to be quite challenging. So we'll see how that goes. Start up the engine. Don't have to do. It's a long engine starting procedure from what I heard. So we'll kind of see if that is true here as well. You can see that he's turning stuff on. He's setting the RPM and so on. All that stuff we have to do ourselves. Kieran, how are you doing? Alright, let me just pause my track eye here so I can check the chat. Yeah, that works as well, Reto. Absolutely, that works as well. Yeah, Königstiger, like Tamiya and Hasegawa, they're quite detailed sometimes. Sometimes they go a bit too far. That's true in the modeling department.